At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. Oh, good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Davidson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They'll go. Achane. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Second and 10. Tua going to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early. because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Tua. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Achane is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers that brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Solo left Zion.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Is it hot?
Here's Fields. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Go.
From the 50, here's Fields. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now is 2nd and 10.
No muss, no muss.
Back to throw. Fields. Being chased out left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
That was earning a 1st down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that 1st down by taking a big-time hit.
Here we go. Right.
Corum now on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
we go.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
March right. Right.
Fields now to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chigakonkwo. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
EQ. Here we go. Good.
A shotgun snap. Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Hey, Ken. Easy. Sit high.
Now Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 12-yard line.
To the right side, this is Corum. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. George Pickens from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
21G.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Fights loose. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. There on the tackle, Mika Fitzpatrick.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Let's go.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fields. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Extend.
Now it's Fields. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Fields. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Corum. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Don't jump. Ready?
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Go.
From the gun, here's Fields. Got an open man, it's Pickens. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Back to throw. Fields. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins with career touchdown number 70. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Here's Tua. That is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they felt like they could take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add it. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. Muscles by at the 25. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run. Achane. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Ready.
Tua going to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Now Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Right.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Here we go.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Up the middle, here's Corum. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Yep.
Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Corum is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
At the 4-yard line.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 33, here's 2nd down at 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 67 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. Fighting through. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Tua sets up to pass it. This one thrown underneath to Achane. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 10.
Extend. Out. Let's go. All right.
To throw is Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. Coleman has it here right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Now a handoff for Corum. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now Fields. This one complete to Coleman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Fields. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Keon Coleman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and 2 are going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He's got this to Pickens, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Here we go, Scott.
They run straight ahead with Corum. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Again, it's Corum, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Fields. That is caught, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Keon Coleman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
All right, come on.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And that went too far in. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a first and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Dickerson. He finds his man, complete. That's Davidson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Back to throw again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go, son. Right.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Pittsburgh, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.